Well, I definitely don't have the energy to tamp down my weirdness anymore. So why don't we just speed run the Nerd Fortress? Metallized bones of my enemies? Maybe. Fun construction materials. And Exhibit A of Going Full Dumbass, wherein cistern number 1 of 3 is not properly centered and graded on its pad. So that beast is the thing I gotta pull off and put right back on. Cistern of Sadness number 2 of 3, and random stump art. Ooh, it's hidden everywhere. The Rowland family accidentally left this here all winter, which is totally fine. The nerdery is strong within us all. Welcome to the Haunta Hut. So this is where chickens were at some point and could have been. And then there's a little access portal you can see kind of over there. And the chickens can go back in here, and with goats as well. But this is something that has not been used in many decades, probably since the 80s. Na 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 bat hole. Welcome to the view patio. This is where we have a beautiful 360-degree panorama of everything that is around us. Hey Mez, on a clear day, you can see all the way up to Taos and Mount Humphrey. I'm going to be embarrassed if I get that wrong, but you know what? It's been a time. And then the Sangre de Cristos over there, you can possibly see the ski hill from here. Wood fire stock tank hot tub setup. Good times. This is definitely a labor of love when you want to do some tank tubbing. And all the gray water from here runs out into the trees over there. I can put that hose anywhere in that area and it just gravity feeds from the tank water. Because remember, a regular hot tub is just a bathtub you never drain. So that's really super gross. Even if you do just think about it as human soup, not an improvement. I'm not really sure why the previous owner put this little mini patio here. Maybe there's going to be some flowers or something there, but it's kind of a strange location. That's stock tank number 2. Ask me later about stock tank madness. It's very fun. This one, I just kind of threw it down there, and I do a lot of washing produce when the garden is in full swing, and I just need a place to soak something that is in a big tub-like area. This is part 1 of the series of strange things that have been left here and that are semi-permanent. I have no idea what this was, but it is concreted into the ground. So I just put googly eyes on it and called it my friend. This is my surprise bulb garden. I bought this house in the winter and I didn't think there was anything here, and I thought this was going to be a blank slate. And this is an ancient apricot tree, and I never know how it's doing from one year to the next, but it's trying. It's trying, and it still makes apricots, which sometimes there's a pestilence of fruit. Makes too many, I think. I don't actually even like apricots that much, but that's fine. This is where we've started thinking about kind of an outdoor kitchen situation. The other side of that window and that wall is the house kitchen. As promised, the fuselage. Yeah, this thing is pretty awesome. When we bought the house, it took us a minute to figure out what it is. It's got minimal wiring here for this control window, but it was in the garden area, and it was completely full of what we can only assume was horse manure. And so that was great. But we used all that, and that's gone. But we still have this awesome thing, which I have some ideas of what to do with it. But I just love that it exists, but is also terrifying. These are the chicken spots. Maybe the coop is going to go here, inside the dog run. Maybe it's going to go over there. Not sure yet. That's what we're deciding. Kind of a bunch of stuff, kind of a bunch of projects. There's the materials for the Phase 2 greenhouse. This is the paver patio that I have been working on to cover up the internet so that the dogs don't eat it. And this was the Phase 1 greenhouses that are kind of busted now, by which I mean very busted. I'm probably going to use those for just storage of some kind and retire them. But you got to leave them there, because otherwise these creatures, see like that thing? Yeah, you, I'm talking about you, will try to climb straight up the wall of the house. Another thing, just concrete it into the ground. Phase 3 greenhouse might be something that's nested up against this. This is the south-facing wall of the house, and there could be a portal entry there by that door, and then it could have some coverage here. So that's something else I'm thinking about. Here we are in our onion and garlic patch. These are all the leaves from the apricot tree that fall in the winter, and I scoop them up, and they're just about enough to make a really nice covering here for these little guys. Last stop on the journey. All good things end in tank tub and the outdoor shower, both of which need a little bit of update, including those cool surround beds that will hopefully contain something thriving this year. Good times. Thanks for going on the journey with me. I will leave you now as I try not to be consumed by this giant elderberry shrub.